Many thanks for joining us again on the newsroom. At least 14 persons have been killed by gunmen suspected to be Boko Haram terrorists in Dabna, a farming community 3 kilometers away from Gaka, the hometown of the Secretary to the federal government, Boss Mustafa. The community is said to have come under attack in the early hours of Wednesday, with insurgents shooting sporadically and setting houses and shops ablaze. According to eyewitnesses, residents scampered into the nearby bushes for safety, even as the gunmen proceeded to invade a neighboring community. Sources within the military say a joint security task force comprising of the Army, Air Force and the police have been drafted to the embattled communities. Meanwhile, the Chief of Army Staff Farouk Yahya says Nigerian troops will continue to eliminate bandits and other criminals disturbing the country's peace and undermining national security. Yahya said this after he was promoted to the rank of Lieutenant General by President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday, shortly before the commencement of the Federal Executive Council meeting at the presidential villa. The Army Chief also pledged his loyalty to the President and the country. Former Imo State Governor Okorocha is demanding a fresh registration exercise for members of the All Progressives Congress APC in the state, despite the fresh 2-week window granted for registration and revalidation of members by the National Caretaker Committee. Okorocha made the demand when he led a group known as Imo APC Pioneer Group to a meeting with some members of the APC Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee at the party secretariat in Abuja on Tuesday. Okorocha insisted that there was no membership registration in Imo State, as the Daniel Onwafo-led executive were allegedly not allowed to carry out the exercise. He insisted that any registration that does not take Onwafo as the chairman of the party is illegal. The Lagos State government has denied closing any school due to the outbreak of COVID-19. The spokesperson of the Ministry of Education, Ganiu Lawal, denied reports that the government closed 2 private schools in the Lekki area of the state. Lawal noted that a preliminary finding by the ministry revealed that the closure of the 2 schools was a decision of the school proprietors to preempt the likelihood of further spread of a reported COVID-19 case by a parent at Standard Bearer Secondary School in Lekki. And the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) says it generated 650 billion naira revenue in June 2021. According to a statement released by FIRS Director of Communications and Liaison Department Abdullahi Ahmed, the figure is the highest revenue realized in a single month since the COVID-19 outbreak in Nigeria and the assumption of office by the current management. FIRS Chairman Mohammed Nami said this feat was achieved as a result of the efficiency and effectiveness of the Tax Pro Max solution. The FIRS highest revenue generation for a full year was in 2018, when it generated 5.32 trillion naira. And at least 14 rockets have hit an air base in western Iraq, which hosts United States and other international forces, leaving at least 2 people wounded. According to the US-led military coalition in the country, the rockets had landed on Ain al-Assad base in Anbar province and its perimeter. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the attack, but the US accuses Iranian-backed military groups of launching regular rocket attacks against its troops in Iraq. And in sports, Gareth Southgate will bring Bukayo Saka back into his starting lineup in place of Jadon Sancho for the Euro 2020 semi-final against Denmark. The Ghana star is being recalled after an ankle problem prevented him from starting in the 3 Lions quarter-final win against Ukraine. The rest of the England lineup is expected to remain the same, with Harry Kane continuing to lead the line after scoring 3 goals in the last 2 games. And that's it on the newsroom. Well, thank you for watching. I am Oni Adekone. Bye for now.